What's up, party players? How's everybody doing? Welcome to our new subscribers. Don't forget to smash that like button. I don't know what it is. What's the thing? Anyways, where were we last time?
Pause before us.
No,
it's too light in this atmosphere that DM is he can't comprehend words.
Too light in this atmosphere.
We're all upstairs.
Oh, we're all upstairs. I got it. Understood.
Owl blew up.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have any notes from last
That
session.
was two episodes ago.
Well, he said what happened last time. That is also true.
We fought the thing that came out of Owl, which was the giant centipede.
Yeah, that's right.
And
We were able to save the town-ish.
Oh, that's right. The boards are not up, and Andrew and I had a talking.
the Megapede collapsed after some fighting, but during it, Claw's body also disappeared. So that was important. We didn't see it like die; it just disappeared.
Right.
And then
Claw Claw left, right?
Well, he was knocked out. Like the Megapede was trying to bring it back to life, and then he like went invisible. I turned him invisible along with myself to try and get him away from the Megapede. And then when I became uninvisible, or visible as some people would say, he did not. Ilef received an outfit from So It Seems for being the Drake Warden.
Yes, that's right. I remember that.
I got a few items from the body of Claw, Mace of Disruption, Ring of Regeneration, and an echo pendant or something I've written down. And then, as Lachelle noted, we had a long discussion with Fate about the impacts of her dice rolling, because Ilef was quite upset.
oh yeah, that was last session.
Yes. That was the end of last session. That's right.
No, the end of last session, Riviera and Lion.
Me?
Riviera and Line.
TV.
CB, yeah, CB. Thank you. It's been a hot moment. Had a moment.
You had
That's right. We had a moment. Yeah, Riviera was really nice to me. Acknowledged that we had each other's backs when we did the triple R handshake. And then I just realized I have written down. Look at the very end of the session. My notes are scribbled into the corner because I didn't want to do a new page. That pendant was the Starfire pendant. Kind of an important piece to note.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
I
Perfect.
remember that now.
I believe Fate said she would have her dice rolls be more nuanced and discuss decisions with the group.
We can't hear you. Nobody can hear you.
Good talking.
Oh, we got that. Her dice rolls need to be more nuanced.
I thought she was still talking.
So what was the second half of that?
Or no, that's all she said.
Okay.
Yep, that's all I said.
Okay.
That's what we discussed. That was the thing I said. Correct.
So, as you find yourselves in Pello's Inn, in Sonder after the wards have fallen, you are all tucked in for the evening, having taken a long rest.
Sorry, can I pause? Were we not at the words trying to
No, you went back to Pello's
establish
Inn
them? Okay.
to get a long rest at the end of the night
Before going back to the words.
before trying to figure out what to do. After, as you stir awake, you start to hear some noise, some banging and crashing, almost like a fight has broken out downstairs in the main room. Oh, we've lost.
No signal.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Elgato.
Go ahead, keep going.
What do you got? And with that, you actually, I'll go to Ilef. Ilef, as you stir awake, you hear what sounds like a little tapping on the window. As your eyes open up and you look towards, you see what looks like a large crow, raven-sized blackbird tapping at the window.
Nevermore.
Nevermore, yeah. She like jumps out of bed, runs to the window, and opens it.
It looks like it's got something in its beak that it drops, tosses, lands in the room, rolls in, and then it flies off.
Oh, wait, I had something for you. Okay, it's okay. I'll leave it on the windowsill. You can come get it later. I'm gonna like search around for this thing in the dark.
Easy enough. You find it. As you open the window, it is not dark. It is very much like mid-morning, almost noon.
We can see you now.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Courtney.
Yep.
As you do find this thing, it's another bracelet. This one with another bangle. It's like a dodecahedron that seems to be made of steel, like just metal, that is warm to the touch when you have it. What do you do?
I'm gonna put this one on my other wrist.
Yeah, so you have this little dodecahedron, I guess, 12-sided shape, like your D12, just hanging off of it. You can feel the warmth emanating off just along your wrists. It's not much more than that, like localized heat. As you do, you feel a sharp pain in your eyes as you blink once, twice, and then that pain kind of dissipates and your vision kind of comes back just as clear as it was before.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah, that's it.
That was very weird. It was very weird, but we're gonna trust the process. There's nothing like there's no markings on it if I look at it real close.
As you look at it real close, you can almost pick out that like every now and then, almost like you know when you're looking at like a hot area, whether it's outside, and you get the heat waves coming through. That kind of vision of like just red along different sparks that would make you think there are symbols there, but the waviness of it makes it impossible to read on each of the faces.
This will be a later problem. But thank you. She was gonna kind of just like shout quietly out the window.
Okay. So I'll say
Yeah, we'll look at this
you're the
tonight.
first to wake with everybody else. I think you all had your own rooms, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we did.
We deserved it.
Do I hear something going on downstairs? You said.
Yeah,
or
there's
no?
a lot of clatter, a lot of banging. You hear voices shouting downstairs.
Rose such a clatter.
I'll put on the armor, the vest, the armor, and I'll kind of like do the hopping thing and like pull on one sock and then the other boots, and I'll try and make my way downstairs as fast as possible and kind of like rub my eyes a little bit. And if I know where everyone else's rooms are, I'm gonna kind of just like, actually just in passing, I'd probably like, I have a spoon and I'd just like rap on all of their rooms and just run downstairs if there's clattering.
Yeah. So Riviera, you hear a rap on your door as you wake up.
I don't think I could do the milk this time.
Gross.
Hello? Who is it? Open the door.
It's Ilif.
Oh no, Ilif would have rapped and just kept going.
Oh.
She's not waiting.
Okay.
Yeah, she just rapped and walked
So
away.
Riviera, whatever he was wearing when he was sleeping, opens the door to see Ilif walking down, hitting all the other doors. We'll go to El Peace. As you hear the rap on the door, you were kind of waking up as well, hearing the clatter. What are you doing?
Where's Caleb?
Caleb is tucked in the bed next to you, just kind of like
Oh,
just kind of holding on to you, like he's got like a pillow wrapped up, and like he's got his own blanket, but he's like pressed up next to you.
so
The little kid.
Alpice gets up and like pulls on one of those robes that has like really furry sleeves that you see in like old movies sometimes, and then walks towards the door and just opens the door to see what the commotion is.
you see Ilif rapping on the other doors. You see Riviera in his PJs, kind of poking his head out.
What's going on? Did you knock on my door?
No, that was Alice. She just took off.
Oh,
There's something going on downstairs. Stomp, 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 stomp.
okay. I just like tie my robe and then look back to make sure Caleb's still asleep, and then I tuck my feet into those kind of like the matching slippers with the little pom poms on top, and then I make my way downstairs.
Love it.
No, officer, I don't know how my rich husband died.
Yeah, that's exactly the look, actually.
Yeah.
CB, what do you when you hear the noise? Would you like a vision or a premonition or an echo?
Premonition.
Premonition.
You never do echoes anymore.
I didn't echo last time. That's why I did a premonition.
You never do echoes anymore.
You never do premonitions anymore.
Why is it just premonition echo? Why isn't there anything new?
As you are in a fugue state, a dream before hearing the rap,
Bias fugue state.
you are pulled into you're in a space. This room is very cold. You can see your breath, kind of coming out unnaturally. So, whatever is doing here, you find yourself in almost like in a little pit. But as you go up to the walls, everything's smooth. That cold is coming off the actual sides of the walls of this room, almost like metal. As you look up, the only opening about 10 feet above you, like a 10-foot pit trap, if you will. As you're calling out, hello, you hear the echo through the chamber. As you start to see some type of substance start to fill this chamber.
Wait. You said he heard an echo? I thought it was a premonition.
Okay. As your ankles start to fill up, you feel this viscous kind of liquid starting to congeal and solidify around your legs as you're trying to stir it up. You're able to move as it gets stiffer and stiffer up to your knees when you hear the rap on the door and are woken up.
Okay. Doesn't sound great. How come there's nothing nice? Like, you find like a pile of Jello and you eat it and it's really
You
good.
learn to love yourself, who you are.
You did find a pint of Jello, and we stopped Owl from eating it.
Didn't you find love in the last one?
In a hopeless place?
I thought it was in the middle of the street.
I don't remember that in my notes. You mean with you?
Oh no! Like in the, did you get a kiss by a girl, like laying down on the ground?
I don't need to hear about your dreams, Sean.
That was his premonition, I think.
Yeah.
That didn't actually happen.
No, I know, but he's complaining that he hasn't gotten a nice one.
Oh,
I remember loving the last one. I have to check my notes. They're kind of spread amongst 3 or 4 different sources now.
Remember that picture of like the Vancouver riots where there's just a couple like kissing on the street? Like that's what I
remember
pictured.
that.
that's funny.
I love how the memories are a little vague because while Sean is correct, the last one was a positive in love. It definitely wasn't the Vancouver scene.
Okay. Yeah.
Finally,
Talking.
Fate, you hear a rap on your door as the protectors of Sondar are getting stirred awake, and you hear Ilif stomping through the corridor. What do you do?
Yeah, Ilif's bounding out, feeling a little bit. I think she went to the bar afterwards, so she's feeling a little bit not the greatest. But she's up. I'm up. I'm up. And she just keeps saying that. I'm up. I'm up. And opens the door, looks around. What does she see?
You see the rest of the group kind of at their doors, looking at everybody.
What's that noise?
We don't know.
Well, downstairs we go, I guess.
Yeah, I'm heading there.
As you
Let's go.
as you all follow downstairs,
Well, okay then.
you see Marianne, along with some familiar faces and some not so familiar faces, moving around tables, kind of rearranging the inn and this space here. As you hear Marianne, oh, it's about time you woke up.
Listen.
We were starting to get worried. We didn't expect you to sleep so long.
Listen.
Is everything
time is it?
Is everything okay? Well, it's almost noon, but you've been asleep for 30 some hours?
Wait,
Oh
what?
my
What?
God.
Wait, we slept over a day?
Yes,
Excuse me?
we tried stirring you awake, but you didn't come to.
What?
Did anybody else experience
What
this?
did I drink?
Interestingly enough, yeah, there are a few that have been sleeping in, but we just figured you guys were very exhausted.
Who else? Who else? Who else?
Most people have been
I've
having
slept in my life, but that's not normal.
most people have been sleeping in like a little longer than normal. A lot of people have been complaining about restlessness.
Is this
Maybe-
because of the Jorge's?
Maybe we have low iron, so we're sleeping a lot. Milk has iron.
Get the lucky iron fish.
Wait, does milk have iron?
I wanted it to in this universe.
I believe it does. I believe wasn't that part of the 90s Got Milk ad?
Stop everything. Let's Google this.
Source of calcium
Well,
and
that's-
iron.
That's particularly interesting because we've also.
Quiet, lady. We're talking about whether or not there's iron in milk.
All right, I'll sit here while you figure that out.
No.
Independently.
My
No,
vote
please
is on
continue. This is
no.
important.
Am I just pausing?
Wait. Is it a no?
No.
Okay, it's a no. Continue.
Well, the funny thing is that as you mentioned the need for milk, we have noticed that the dairy supplies have gone missing. Yeah,
The cows
I
are
thought they
gone?
went missing like a while ago.
Now we were already low on dairy.
we
That
were
was the
low on
problem.
dairy. Now we're out of dairy. Is what I'm trying to express here.
Sounds like a one-man side quest.
The last one man son. The last of our dairy stores at the ice creamery was run dry, and this is the last time to run out of dairy products there.
Now, didn't they say
No.
not like Mr. What was it? Kane Carmel? Who was the other the Punisher? The previous
Matthias.
Matthias. That they were using the milk for something, weren't they?
Yeah, they were using it to convert the kids.
No, it was to like ease the effects of the transfusions. There's something with the
Very
The milk.
fascinating. Well, while you've been down and out, some of the more established folks here in Sonder have formed somewhat of a committee. The elders,
Listen,
business associates. We figure if you are going to be our designated protectors, that it would be wise for us to establish a council and keep the whatever you do to keep us safe separate from the decision makers, because we don't want some type of dictatorship forming. So we've got a small little council here to kind of direct what we would like to happen to recover Sonder.
We just lost our one viewer because we made it political now.
And can I brush my teeth first before we go to the council? I've just woke up from 30 hours of sleep. This can't be good.
Make a performance check.
They would be really hungry.
Yeah.
I'm thirsty. Also, I have to pee.
in game.
Yeah, it's 36 hours? You kidding?
Depends. Am I over 30 or under 30?
16.
16. Your breath still smells minty fresh.
Well, that's LP's for you, am I right?
The curse of curse of perfect breath.
That's more suspicious.
As
She's
the
gotta
protector of Sonder, do we get paid? Like, what do we get for this?
It's good. It's what we do to be good to other people.
Yeah, I understand that, but I have to do I have to work a full-time job alongside this, or do we get?
I'm just
We
I'm
can't-
just gonna throw it out there that this group is the reason why Sonder needs protecting in the first place. So you kind of owe the town.
I would argue against that.
The wards are down.
We have a
And
statement,
it's
so you can
Claw's fault.
focus all your efforts long term if needs be towards the effort.
Do I have to split up the contract?
As much as I would like to blame them for Claw, I do want to say that the bigger issue was from Sonder initially. Are we not talking about the kids? And Matthias
Yeah,
from Sonder.
Agree.
sure.
Yeah, we're trying to fix something that was already broke. This is a 2 steps backward, 1 step forward situation, but it will become a 2 steps forward, 1 step backward situation.
So, well, we will separate kind of you guys as the protectors from Sonder from the council. We do welcome your insights on how best to do that. We've kind of got a short list of things that need to be done in the short term,
Well, how are you guys putting the words up?
and that's where you guys come in.
The words?
Well, legitimate question: How does Isla being the Drake Warden fit in here? Because that doesn't she kind of then cross into both? Like, is she part of the council as a Drake Warden, or how does that work?
She has a. Oh, I don't want to speak for Ilif herself, but she definitely has a role, and that's kind of
Motherfucker.
that is your. If we're gonna go the political route, that would be your seat on the council. Would be through the Drake Warden's vote.
Technical difficulties, please stand by.
I can say that I definitely am a-okay with that. Not the technical difficulties, the seat on the council. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Nothing I like better than sitting around and talking about stuff.
Can I ask who else is on the council?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Well, myself, Marianne is the innkeeper here, and we're kind of using this as a base of operation until we can fix the town hall. Danico has offered his wealth of knowledge. The shopkeeper at the Blood and Sweat, their name is Perfect. They're sitting on the council. You've also got Swift. You met him. He gave you your uniform. And then there is.
Now, we only one of us has the Drake Warden uniform, so not all of us know Swift. You're just talking to Ilis.
Do
we all know Swift?
You would have probably all seen this person.
Okay.
There is Gerald. Or, is it Gerald? 1 second.
Gerald?
Gerald. Sorry.
That's good.
Gerald from the Ice Creamery.
The
Ice Creamery.
As well as Zane from World of War Mastercraft.
Nice.
We've heard that before.
Oh.
Yeah, last week.
And then the Drake Warden would be the 6. It's an even number so that we can make sure that votes are there's a majority if we have quorum.
Wouldn't you want a odd number? Majority? Does it have to pass by a certain?
What a thrilling conversation.
I could talk at length of administrative procedure, but I don't think our viewers would care for that.
What percentage is quorum?
Yep, and there they go. Okay.
Okay, so
Well, I'm glad.
Okay,
I'm
so
glad to see that you're
you're-
all awake.
okay, you're setting this place up. You said this is your base of operations, right? Is there a meeting soon?
Well, that's what we were hoping to, and since you are awake, maybe we can. And calls kind of everybody over as they kind of are all listening in, anyways.
Wait, lady, are you the only one who didn't sleep?
No, I had a longer nap. I am exhausted, but we don't have time to be sleeping in. We figured you needed you needed your rest.
We get the judgment. We slept in, you didn't. I get it. But I'm saying, are you the only one who is a responsible adult here, as per what you're inferring?
Everybody has been having trouble sleeping.
Everybody has slept in.
A lot of people have. Everybody's having trouble sleeping.
Okay. It's just weird. You know?
I would suspect it has something to do with the haze. That's just my guess.
The haze coming in is oh, we can't take any more rests.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a problem. We need to get those wards up. Like,
Do we have any more of our vials?
I think so.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
gotta get water for the
Yeah, I have like 50 of them.
I don't actually remember having taken one, so
So we
that-
all
I think
feel
we have
fatigued?
one each.
yeah, we have one.
We all
each.
feel like garbage and fatigue.
We can see where the water.
Everybody
comes.
else
We
got
can
a
try to-
long rest. That's kind of the last one you're gonna get for a bit.
No, but I'm saying is like
Unless you can
the
find
effect
another
of the haze is we're all feeling like kind of trash.
Mhm.
We're all like canonically a bit grumpy.
Maybe. That's up to you. I'm not gonna make that
Not you.
No, I don't think Alpice is grumpy.
call. So,
Jump off
um,
yourself.
Yeah.
the things that we have on our agenda is to find a way to get the wards back up, obviously. Find a way for people to be able to get some sleep and get rest while we do that, because it's not gonna be sustainable. And then
For sure.
I think it's important that we try and solve the dilemma of the dairy, the ice creamery. Particularly, the children love the ice creamery, and to keep the children kind of at ease and not
I
too
know.
cranky.
Won't
Make it
anybody think of the children?
Everybody should think of the children. And there's been a couple of break-ins and some looting that's happened, so we need to put an end to that. The Drake.
Are there any infant livestock or infant animals that need to be taken care of immediately?
There probably will, but some of the farmers can be looking after that. I'm not sure how we're
We don't
gonna.
have.
I'm not sure how we're gonna get them that solved. Maybe that's if there's something you can figure out. Feel free.
I have to get some formula.
Well, if only we knew someone who could milk.
We're going pretty deep into this.
I was gonna say that sounds fun.
How much? You know how much the creamery is paying for milk these days?
Oh my gosh. We're in a state of emergency. Are you guys for real?
Gerald, who's there. Well, I would say that we will pay top dollar for any dairy products you could provide. He's a very rotund man.
Babe, keep that voice for later.
If
Hello,
anything,
Gerald.
I will give you 50 cents on the dollar for every gold that we are able to acquire for sale of products.
Harumph.
Harumph.
How does that translate to? What is it?
Well, if they're looking for ice cream cones or formula or cheese, it's all variable costs. So I'm not going to just
What
break
is
it
it?
down for you.
I guess my question is, what is a cent in this game?
Oh my gosh,
A
Sean.
copper would be a
Okay.
rough equivalent.
Ah.
Actually, a copper would be $1, roughly.
Okay. Huh.
A gold's like
What's
$100.
Do you have a
Alright,
notion?
well,
Can you send an
I'll say. I guess if you guys are really in a bind for milk, I can help you out. But
Well, if you want to come down to the ice creamery, we have some pumps. Do you have like a cow that?
Courtney's face.
Do you have a cow to loan? Because
Okay.
ours are running ours are running dry. Oh.
Santa now.
Let me milk you. Ho, ho, ho.
I don't think it's for loan per se.
Well, my partner is a master milker if needs be.
Dear God.
the
Do we just give like a group of us a time to come back when this segment is?
Yeah.
We can fade to black if needed.
I'm okay with that.
Bobby hated this conversation so much she jumped off the couch, and now I'm on the floor with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Well, if you're going over there,
Hmm.
go see Benjamin, and he will take care of every need possible. He'll coordinate.
Is he
All
partners with Jeremiah?
Gerald.
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 course.
Yeah. Benjamin and Gerald at
Yeah.
the ice creamery. Perfect.
What you need to figure out Okay, if you're gonna go do that, I want to talk to
Well,
you.
yeah.
Go to the library.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
talk
say, can we go to like the place with the magic so we can get the wards up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted to figure. I was gonna go to the library to figure out how to get the wards up.
Yeah, I'll go with you. I love Danico. He's
Danico.
my guy.
Well, well, we can go over to the library if need be.
Danico's here.
Yep, the whole council's here.
Oh, that's forgot Danico was there.
Hi, Danico.
Hello.
You doing okay after the wyvern fight situation?
It's been pretty rough trying to put Sonder back together, but we'll make do. And if everybody bands together, I have no doubt that we can do this all together.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
I have some doubt.
I have lots of doubt. Do you have
Were
a
there
notion?
any other decisions that the council needed to make while everyone's here?
I think I think we want to know who's taking on what task, particularly if you, the Drake Warden, are committing to a certain line that that we can leave you to follow, and then we can dictate to the others to follow up on the other tasks. Are you looking to take care of the wards? Or are you going to go take care? Well, it seems like Riviera has gone to the ice creamery, and
I think
No, he's here.
Starfire.
He's here. Sorry, we're just messing with our video.
I think the wards are top priority.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can go with Danico to the library and try and research some of these wards. And if there's looting, I mean, the safety of the town needs to be put to priority too, right? So maybe I can take a few folks and try and.
well, the Drake Guard has established you have about a dozen able-bodied persons that are willing to take up the task and follow your direction, Drake Warden.
I do.
Yep, and then you've got the fan group, the Drakelings that are kind of playing pretend militia, the little kids that are. Oh, sorry, it's Marion. Some little kids that are kind of following in the steps of the Drake Guard.
Oh,
Okay, that's a little more worrisome, but that's okay. That we can work with that. All right.
It's getting
Great.
rowdy up here in the
Everybody's kind of banding together.
Are you guys okay with that then? I'll take the, what did you call them? Drake Guard? That is a really cool name. Maybe I can also see if there's any volunteers who would go out into the haze to get some water, just in case we can't solve the wards right away.
Wasn't the water like a few days out? Oh no, my pen.
I watched that happen.
Wasn't my water? No more notes. That's it.
It's okay because the last note I have just says claws before us. So
Wasn't the water very far out?
Yeah, it was, which is why, if we're gonna have a 3-day lead time here, whatever, we should move on that sooner rather than later. Just so if you can't get the wards up, the longest you'll wait is what, 6 days?
Hey,
What?
didn't you get a thing?
What?
What thing did you get?
That's true.
Maybe?
Can't.
I might have a way to get there faster, maybe,
okie dokie.
but I haven't really tested it yet, so I'm not 100% sure.
That's fair.
But multiple avenues, right? This
Wait,
town, wait, Marianne, how many people are in this town? Sorry, Riviera.
We're about 1,500.
Oh, that is a lot of vials of water.
no, see, your group's been here for a while, right?
Yeah.
You guys are the brightest of the bunch in Sounder. We found some water that helps ease the effects of the haze, right?
Okay.
It's pretty far out, but do you know, was there a source closer?
We have a couple wells in town.
No, this is more magical water.
I
No.
was gonna say we've had this the whole time.
No. Just fresh water through some wells, but not magical water.
What if, I mean, you're pretty bright, right? Like you guys.
Well, we've kind of collected with you being, and to be honest, it was kind of impressive to watch you guys work and wield magics like you do. We haven't seen folks like that in some time. Like, other than the parlor tricks that Danico has, and some of the fun things that Perfect has been able to recover. Seeing magic thrown around the streets of Sonder has really got everybody up in a chatter.
Maybe what I'm thinking now, if this is going to work, is if we can find the source of whatever's making this water
Bring it back.
better, bring it back here, set up, maybe some hot springs in Sonder. No, Maybe
No one
bring
dislikes
the
hot
source.
springs.
Hey, we could bring the source here, then the haze isn't a problem.
That'd be pretty cool.
If you could do that, that'd be great.
What is what's your plan? Do you have a plan, Riviera?
Well, we go to the well, right? Like the spring where we got the water, try and figure out what's making it magical,
Okay.
and then establish it here.
Didn't we?
Okay.
We knew a bear or something there.
Well, close to there.
Mm,
Like, it's still a couple days walk, I think, wasn't it? Like a 3-day walk, a 3-day trip.
yeah, we could
remember
try and
correctly.
follow the water, see where it comes from, or
Was it near a shrine? Do we remember? Was it a shrine in itself?
No, I don't. Oh, I don't know.
maybe.
I think we'd have to go there and then look at where we are on the map, maybe.
We don't have the map anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Not my fault.
No, Bobby, that's my phone case.
Yeah.
Well, we know we have to go north. We know we've passed the first shrine that we went to. And I think it's in between. I think it's, if I remember correctly, it's off to the west between the first and the second shrine.
Wasn't it further past where Fate blew herself up?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was
Past-
Petrichor, right?
Petrichor?
That was the Petrichor shrine, was where Fate blew herself up.
I thought it was the grave.
Yeah, that's Petrichor.
That's Petrichor?
It was a graveyard.
Alright.
And it was past that.
It was past the house that they burnt on fire.
Yeah, it was past the first house that was set on fire by Fate.
I wasn't gonna explicitly say.
That's okay, I will.
I'm open to trying that. I think that it's good to have an option to plan for, because I otherwise don't know how we're gonna get.
I thought we were gonna go to the library and find out.
Well, we can still try that.
Might as well
Do that first. Okay.
Let's see that or risk 3 days. Like, why not?
Where is the map?
The map's gone. It got taken back in one of the sessions we were in at.
Bit of a sore spot.
I know, but where did it get taken?
It got taken at this pond with the unicorn. That's where it got taken.
Is it?
Literally after Riviera and I didn't make it through the portal, that ghost thing hung around. Oh yeah, we didn't even tell you about that. That ghost thing that was in Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the wife or partner of Ket. And she said that she hold on. She said she doesn't remember her name. Anyways, it was the partner of Ket, and she sent us on a mission to try and find who killed Ket. And in my notes, there's more information, but I can't find it right now.
Okay, so.
And then that ghost took the map from us.
Okay.
Long story short. But it was the person who was in the house. Remember the house that we set on fire? It was that body. Whoever that was. I have the necklace. Her pearl necklace.
The spiders?
Yes, that house.
Nox's house?
No. Why can't I find it?
No, it was the house we were in the basement when they had the kids
Type in
and the
spider.
transfusion.
Yeah, it's where we found the kids.
The first time.
So that water source, is that a water source that we can we try to find that map? I feel like we need to find the map.
Wait, more important, the one who killed Ket is still alive. That's what the ghost said. That's what I was looking for in my notes.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, Fate.
Yes.
The one who
I feel
killed
like
Ket
you-
is still alive.
That's what she said.
I feel like we're drifting towards heading back to this water source.
Yeah, if we
we'll
go towards
check
the water source,
library.
we could do two things. We could get water that could help save this town, and we could try to find this map, which we desperately need. Sounds like a worse thing to lose a map than put a thing on fire. Putting it up there, we can park that, but I just want to put that out to the ether. We can move on though.
Okay, I just have to do a pause for a second.
my
Oh my
God.
god.
Bye.
Is it plugged in? Is it plugged
It is
in?
plugged in. Your character in this moment is reminding me of Melissa McCarthy in the road trip movie with Jason Bateman.
Yes, that's it. Yes, Courtney. 100%.
Thank you.
Which road trip? What?
So, identity theft or something,
Yeah,
where she like
identity
takes his
theft.
identity, and yeah, I think that's who your character, the vibes of your character is definitely that.
I'm not done yet.
It's actually not the battery. It's going to
Do we want to go
open for.
to that water source and try to find the map at the same time?
I have a.
Yeah, I mean, CB really wants to go to the library.
Well, the only thing I don't understand is like that's a 6-day round trip. Like the town could be dead by then.
Wait, I think I can get us there faster. I think I just need like an hour or so. But I think I got something, and if I can just, really figure out how it works, then I think I can get us there faster, because one shrine is close by. The one we went to with Fable and Trouble.
Mhm.
That one's close by. So
Okay,
I
so
can get there.
Yeah.
And we
While
can
you do that,
walk
let me
the
go
rest of the way.
research.
Yeah, we can research while you're doing that, and then we'll get everything.
Exactly.
So let's go over there.
Okay.
We do that.
As you're walking over with Danico, I guess we'll. All right. Well, if time's a ticking, we might as well go now. By the way, CB, as you walk away, that's some interesting jewelry you have on.
He noticed.
I've got a keen eye for these things. If you want, I could probably coordinate your nails with that piece of jewelry. If you have any other things you want to try and, bring the whole fit together, I have a keen eye for style.
Yeah, let's do that while we chat. If I remember correctly, I still have a half-shaved head and
I forgot about that.
so the pendant and the nails, that'll be quite the look.
It's gonna be amazing.
But before I do that, that just reminded me, somebody wanted my Ring of Regeneration. Who wanted it? Was it Sean or Riviera? Or did you want the mace?
I don't think either of those things are gonna be very helpful for me.
I don't know what either do.
Ring of Regen's the best ring in Necrodancer.
That is true. Second best.
No, it was.
I would also.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slip it to you because we're bros now. So I'm gonna slip it to you without telling anybody else. I'll be like, "This is for you." I'll just pass it to you as I walk by, and then I'll figure out the mace later. So
One thing
let's
that
go.
I will note that everybody here notices except for Ilif. Ilif's eyes are like the irises themselves have changed colors to a fiery red, almost like flames, red, orange, gold flecks throughout.
Yikes.
Oh.
Whoa, indeed.
That's dope.
Huh.
Something else.
Did I feel it change, or people are?
So
just
if you recall having a pain in your eyes earlier,
Yes.
Huh.
What?
Does she have to control herself?
What?
What do you mean?
You
What?
look different today, Ilif. What's up? Well, why would you?
Your
do?
eyes look weird, Ilif.
Oh, your eyes. I hadn't figured. I thought it was a haircut or something.
Well, you got a haircut.
Yeah, but we're not talking about me though.
Wait, we're
Well-
saying, just to back up. In this fantasy D&D world, Cam's character is still bald?
half bald.
To the back half.
Okay.
But here's the important part. It was by choice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let me get this straight. In your
In
second,
your
wild-
second life, your
You
wildest
had
fantasies, you're
paper
still bald.
$80,000.
I hope our viewer is a millennial and understands the office. I'm half bald. Yeah, what's up with the eyes? Don't deflect. What happened? Are you alright? Feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just had like something in my eyes this morning, but that was about it. I think I got it out. It's like sore for a second. And
It
then
still
was
looks
fine.
like it's in there.
Might want to get it checked out by I don't know, somebody.
Some optometrist punned named shop in town.
No, when I wasn't feeling well, we had a way to like make sure I was feeling a bit better. So I'll just go find like some mint. It'll be okay.
That sounds ambiguous, but totally normal.
Totally believable. Okay, well we got bigger problems, so if you say you're alright, I'll trust you.
Well, I don't feel anything, so I think I'm fine.
No,
Is there like a reflective surface?
you don't feel anything yet.
I don't know. Do you have any reflective
Yeah, take a
surfaces?
look at yourself.
Oh
on
yeah, I
this.
do. I literally have a mirror.
Take a look at yourself in the mirror that's in this inn right next to us.
That's in your hand.
I do literally have a mirror in my bag. I'll run
That
around.
too.
You can see that your eyes are like red, orange, gold, kind of throughout. We really gotta test these out before.
I know, no
Yeah.
kidding. I think
Oh,
I'll just turn to Peeps, my Oreo, and just go like, "Look, they match you, buddy. Red, orange, gold. That's your colors. Yeah. That's odd.
Huh.
I might need more than an hour, so if you guys want to stay at the library for a little bit, I might have a few identifyings to do."
Huh. Can you identify yourself?
No, I got this really cool bracelet. Look
Okay.
how cool that is.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. When I put it on, it felt like there was something in my eye, but I felt like that was a later problem, but now it might be more of a now problem, but
Huh.
it's still not a now problem because the town is still unsafe, so we
Okay.
have our priorities.
Interesting.
Plus, I know who gave me this, so they're not going to hurt me.
Okay.
Well, if it's time, we're heading over to the portmanteaus. Follow me. Who's coming?
You guys go. I'll be here when you get back.
You guys take off.
Vegas is going to get milked, I think. So he's
Vegas?
yeah, Riviera. I call you Vegas.
No.
I've always called you Vegas for like
No, I'm not going to get milk.
yeah, at the
Well, I'd say
at the
we are in
creamery.
desperate need for dairy products and
Yeah.
if you really have a desperate need right now, we could possibly humor this, but I don't know how this is going to play out.
How many quarts do you think your cow can provide?
Ooh, would I know that?
Dear God.
Well, when was the last time you got milk?
What is the refractory period for milk production?
Eat that.
Well, I will pay you 100 gold per quart that you can provide, and we'll call it an advance. How's that sound?
I will pay 100 gold to stop this.
Quick, think of a really sexy cow.
All right.
As we fade
Let's-
to black on that, roll me a d6. That's how many quarts you produce if you do this, or just 0 if you don't do it. Let's cut over to 6.
Yep.
There you go. 6 quarts, 600 gold. There you go. Fuck it. Just to keep Courtney comfortable.
I'm actually not uncomfortable. I'm just rolling with the jokes.
Okay. So, what did you guys want to research while we're here? CB, why don't you hop in the chair? I'll get going on your nails. LPC, you know your way around. What are you looking for?
Well, you want to find out any information about getting the what are they called again, Cameron?
The words?
Yeah, the words back online. Like history of the words, anything about them in this library, we'd love to know.
Okay. Give me an investigation check, and unless there's anything else you're trying to do to improve your research,
I don't. Is there a Cameron?
like spells or
Okay.
anything you're thinking.
I don't think so.
Oh, that's a bad investigation check.
Do I get the investigation check too, or?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. You're kind of like eyeing up some books while you're in the chair.
Mine's only 9. It was rough.
Okay, there we go. Investigation. Ooh, I have a +5 to it.
Mhm.
Oh, but I rolled a nat 1.
Nice.
So
There you go.
cool.
You are overcome with the job that Danico is doing on your nails, that you are getting distracted and don't really look. It takes you some time, again, being distracted LPs by how phenomenal this manicure is coming along. But you do find eventually a book. It doesn't say anything about the wards, but it's a reference that kind of Danico points you towards. That book there refers to the wizard that established the wards, and a bit of a history of what we knew or what we were able to piece together over the years about them. And as you look through the book, it's a lot of scribblings and
God.
questions and like accounts of like, oh, I met this individual in the woods, this tall elvish woman. You see there's some entries that speak to a group that's been attacked, that this woman swept in and saved them, rescue from monstrosities and aberrations, wielding magics that created barriers almost at the will of their own thoughts, and they all refer to this person as she who protects all.
That's me.
And then give me another investigation check as you're reading through this book.
Both of us?
Just you, because
Okay.
CB is distracted.
I got a nat 1, so.
Ooh, that's a nat 20 plus 4.
Okay.
Yeah, so 24.
Yeah, so you do some more digging, and you read into some of these insights. All of what you'll get with a nat 20. All of these entries talk about a impeccably decorated cloak that this elvish woman had. This magical wizardly woman.
Like the cloak I have on?
I was wondering, yeah.
Not a fur coat.
It's mine fur.
And then as you're kind of piecing together, and just as the last nail is going on for CB, you find the name Septa Broadchest.
Like Stephanie Broadchest. Septa Broadchest.
Rochester. Rochester.
Whoops.
What in the Onyx Storm?
What was that for?
Is there any other books in the library about a Septa Broadchest?
I'm gonna say that's what you kind of get with the 20 is you find one entry of this name being referred to them.
Okay.
And you do get some descriptions of what this cloak looked like. It's almost like a constellation of stars along the back. You see in some of the images different dark shades of like navy blue, streaks of silver, kind of like the thread or lacing at the hemlines of this cloak, and it's almost got like a sheen or a shimmer to it that changes, like almost like a kaleidoscope of colors across the front. It's all static images, but that's the image it evokes to you on some of these books.
Are there like any books in the library on like mythical cloaks or mythical clothing or historical clothing in the area?
As you read through, there have been some artifacts that have been recovered, traded, sent back to the old, or I guess the mainland. You do get some lightly magically touched artifacts that have kind of come through Sonder on their way back, but nothing that would match the description of this. But there have been things that have been found through the haze.
Now, just grasping at straws, since Alpice is quite the fashionista, is there anything that she might herself glean from the description of the cloak that could point me in the direction of like who could have made it, or magic it might carry, or fashion, like timelines of when things were in vogue, that kind of thing?
It looks very ancient.
Okay.
You would get a like archaic.
I gotta say, I want this cloak.
It is tailored to fit the form. So like it's like taken in at the waist. The hood seems to be large to carry like a large head of hair to fit comfortably in this cloak. It is tailored to the wearer.
Tailored to the wearer. Okay.
Getting quiet, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know, Danico, if that gives me enough information, but it does sound like this person, Cam's fiddling. It does sound like this person.
Oh, the camera's too hot.
Oh, it's hot. Oh, okay. Will be important for our search for how to fix the wards.
What was the name? Broadchest?
Septa.
Are you throwing that on your notes?
Yeah, I put it on my notes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I only ask because then I'm like, do I want to?
Sorry. Cameron, is there anything else you want to do in the library?
No, I mean I rolled a 1, and it sounds like you've got the main info.
What was the nickname? I missed it. She who protects?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, Bob. Sorry, thank you.
So we're gleaning that Septa Broadchest is maybe the god of protection, and set the wards up along Sonder.
Is Septa Ket's
Is it pinned anywhere?
wife? Is that the person you guys ran into, or no?
She didn't remember her name. She didn't remember the name of the person who, I'm not there, killed Ket. Riviere is there. He knows this too.
I'm at the creamery.
Oh.
I apologize if you already described this, but do you remember what she looked like?
No, because she, like, the ghost came out of Kane and was in the body of Wisp when it was talking to us, if I remember that correctly. So I don't know if we actually saw the ghost, Eric, but I don't think we did. I think I saw like the face when I identified on Kane, but it was just like a scary face.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So no, we didn't get a description.
Can I go back to books about the gods and look up information about the god of protection?
Sure. Give me another investigation roll.
Spot here.
No, Joy's spot now. 15.
15?
Yeah.
What you can find about the goddess of protection was that she cared for the mortals more than most of the other gods. Between her and Petal and the unknown god, there were accounts that are written down in this book that it seems that she broke away from the rest of the group and found herself with mortals more than with others of her ilk. So, CB, what do you think of the job I did?
How's it look?
It's got flecks of gold along a nice base layer of silver. It seems to match some of the colors coming out of your arm sleeve tattoo there. So I tried to like tie it all together.
Yeah, I was thinking of rolling, but I just gonna say I really like it. It looks great as always, and I'm gonna like flip them.
Did you want a hollow top coat or are you good?
What does a hollow top?
Yeah, like a
Hollow
kind
top
of-
coat?
Yeah, if we got time.
Holographic?
Yeah, we got all the time in the world for this. When it's something you love, when it's your passion, you make time.
Well, the Drake Warden wants us back. That's all. Just because the whole village is at risk thing. But
Okay, well, I'll be quick. And you see him working on one hand while like a mage hand is working on the other one. So you're getting both
nice.
hands done at the same time.
I'll give him 2 gold. I don't know. Is that like a good tip?
Your money is no good here, Protector.
Oh well, I'll just say great job. Thank you.
That was adorable.
Did you find what you needed, Elpiece?
Yeah. That's all I got for now. I would just be looking for a needle in a haystack at this point, so.
All right, well, going back to the Pillows Inn, Ilif and Fate, you guys are chilling out. You guys
I wanted to go see a magic, like an artificer or somebody who could like not research the words, but see if we could get those restarted. You know.
So we couldn't hear anything until run just came through our speakers.
I don't know what I was looking at you. I was talking normally.
Okay, so you want to find an artificer to restart the wards.
Yeah.
Cameron's getting a fan.
Okay. Well, I should.
That's why I said like like
Ilif, is there anything you want to do?
Yes. Are we on?
Yes, let's start there. Don't worry.
Okay. So if the council has disbanded, and Ilif would make sure that they didn't need to say anything else, but I'm assuming it disbanded. Ilif would kind of either wander back to her room or just like get a quiet corner on the main floor. And I think the first thing she's going to do, because she can only do it once, is she's going to take off not take off, but she'll just kind of like play with and play with a little dodecahedron, and she'll just like move the pearl around in her other hand, and she'd like to try and cast Identify.
As you play around with the dodecahedron, it snaps off the bracelet and then snaps back as if it's magnetized to the bracelet itself.
Oh, that is so cool.
As you slowly try to identify this thing, you try for 10 minutes. You get static.
It's static?
Like it is magical. You're trying to, but something's actively blocking the identification.
Oh, okay. I like it. So it's not like a charm bracelet, right? Like if I take it off, it's dice.
It's a dodecahedron.
I roll it.
Okay. We're gonna take a break there.
Okay.
Oh.
As we resolve the die, and if I look up to see if there's artificers in this world.
Okay.
I probably should have made sure I put the armor on.
What's up, party people? We're back. Okay, so we will start off with Fate.
Your made up new artificer place.
Marion's like, well, I'm not familiar with any artificers. What is an artificer? I don't know why she's British all of a sudden. What's an artificer?
Place of magic. Where we learn about magic, and I think the words are full of magic.
Well, the protectors of Sonder are some of the most magical people we know. There's Perfect, who has access to magical instruments. You could always talk to Mama Jogan. She's over
Runs
at
a
the
bakery?
She's over at the observatory.
Oh, I thought she would run a bakery.
maybe that's a side passion of hers.
Sure. I think the observatory could be interesting.
She seems to be interested in the magical things.
Okay. So there's no artificer place, but an
This
observatory.
may be the closest thing
Okay.
to what you've asked for.
Sure.
Okay.
Show me the way.
As you, she points you in the direction, gives you like a little, take a left at the big building, and then take a right down Bleecker Street, and then you get find your way there.
Is this an actual place, or you just made it up now? I'm only asking because is it on Notion?
It's not. Well, it is on my Notion. I'm not sharing my Notion with you.
Don't
Those
you
are
have
all
a
my
Notion
notes.
You can share with us.
I'm not going to do that in session because it takes a bit.
Okay.
I don't want to just accidentally share all of my notes. This is her plan the whole time. Ilif, roll me a d12 as you toss the dodecahe, this metallic, and it hits with a thud. Like it's pretty heavy.
Thought I had a metal one.
You know,
6.
why don't you have a metal one?
It's probably in my bag.
What size is that on a d6?
I had a 1 in 12 chance of getting it.
There's no one there. Your vision goes white. You hear a voice in your head while you're.
Did you say vision is wiped?
It goes white. Like you can't see anything.
Okay.
It's like you're
Okay.
whiting out. The room around you is just a like for all you can see, for all intents and purposes, is all white around you, like the scene from The Matrix before anything zooms in.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing. This course of action is mostly correct. You'll work out the kinks. You can trust me. And then the metal snaps back to your bracelet. And for the people in the room, and you look into the mirror, and you notice your red eyes are completely gold.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh dear. Okay.
All right.
Getting intense.
Riviera, you get to the ice creamery, and you can read common.
Oh yeah.
So it's spelled EYES space creamery.
Thought he said ice creamery earlier.
Ice creamery.
And,
yeah.
So just before you come in here, I need you to be careful.
Okay.
There are some creatures we've recovered from the Jorges that can bite. So just watch your step.
Gotcha.
As you walk in, Benjamin holding the 6 quarts of milk. He wants to show you around the place just because you've asked politely. And you see a primary room. It's a little cooler than the streets of Sonder. There is a mezzanine that looks like there's an office space in this industrial-looking building. In the center of the room is a giant metal vat that seems to be open at the top, similar to like a giant ice cream maker. For visuals, about 10 feet wide that comes down into this metal steel pot, and you can feel the cold coming off of it. On the far side of the room, you can see a door that says nursery, and then you can see on the right side of the building, you can see Jorge's creatures over the door. It's like, we are experimenting here and trying to see what we can harness from the world beyond the wards. I guess it's no longer the case anymore. But we're trying to tame some of the wilder monstrosities.
Whoa. Okay.
And milk seems to help domesticate them.
You've piqued my interest.
That is not what I was expecting.
I thought I might.
Huh. Is there a chance I could see what's behind that door?
Well, if you can promise me some steady supply of milk, I could definitely cut you in on the secrets here. Do I have your word?
You absolutely have my word.
He takes a couple steps forward and grabs your hand. He's like, just stay behind me. They're not all tame yet. Brings you over to the nursery where you see a bunch of general animals, pets, things that have been like collected in like a kennel kind of situation. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Kind of takes you around. You see them kind of like step back from you a little bit and then get a sniff and then come up to the grates. There's some dogs, there's some cats, there's some like possums, raccoons, like just wild creatures that have come from the forest. So this isn't much, but the next door will certainly pique your interest as he brings you around, cracks open the door, and in the main cage ahead of you, you see a large orb-like creature.
Orb-like?
Yeah, just
Okay.
floating with large stalks on the top of its head, or the top of this mass.
Oh.
Each of the stalks seems to be wrapped in cloth,
Oh.
with a large bandana wrapping around the center mass of this creature, and just sharp teeth hits up against the cage. It's like, without this milk, this thing is going to regain its full power, and we may not be able to contain it much longer. So it is critical that we have
Milk him,
this.
Sean.
And you feed it milk, or are you injecting it? How does this work?
It seems to take to it if we feed it. That's not the trickiest part. It's making sure we keep the supply. And with the dwindling shortage, we were getting particularly scared because we didn't want the members of Sonder to know that we had this creature. And then he points to the cages to the side. There's a couple displacer beasts that are likewise tied. You see what looks like a cross between a salamander and a snail that's about 8 feet tall, like almost like the size of a horse in another cage. And then you see another creature that you don't really recognize, but it's like a puddle of skin that's all like sloughed onto itself, like a ice cream, like a soft serve ice cream cone of skin.
Oh God.
These things have some magical abilities, wonderful abilities that would make our life here a lot easier. And if we can tame them, they can protect us. But it's not without your help. So we trust that this secret is safe with you.
No, absolutely. I can understand the curiosities of knowing what these creatures can give.
We also serve sorbet to the local children so that they don't come poking around. So we have raspberry on tap for this month. It is water based, so we don't need the dairy for that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Wow. Do you think you could notify me if you get any other interesting beasts in here?
Yeah, I think we can do that.
Yeah. And then I guess last question, because milk is of high demand. If I could build up a bit of a stockpile while on the road, do you happen to have a way that if I find a cow in the streets, if I could just milk it and then bring it back to you, like kind of like a portable one?
A what?
A portable milking station, like a handheld or something.
Like a bottle?
Oh, check the chat.
Sure, but there's got to be something that feeds into the bottle, right?
We could whip some type of mechanism together.
Thank you, Cam.
Give us some time. We'll try and develop some type of portable contraption. But yeah, we can probably make that.
Okay. I'll see if I can, bring back some extra for you guys, knowing that this is a bit of a threat to Sonder.
Well, it's not a threat as long as we have supplies, and knowing that you're going to be providing us, we'll thank you very much, Riviera.
Yeah, Rivi. You could. Oh, yeah, you can call me Riviera. I don't know where Rivi came from, but
well, to us, you'll always be the milkman.
All right, Milkman cometh.
Yikes.
Milkman.
Milkman cometh. Is that what you said?
Yes, that is what he said.
Inspiration.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's showing the settings on
Right.
Much better.
Similar to the alert that I got on my computer.
I feel like the last time I saw something like that on a camera was like the camcorders when they ran out of batteries in like the 2000s.
Yeah. Fate, you get up to the door of what looks like an observatory.
All I'm picturing is the one from Majora's Mask.
It's
Am I
exactly
right?
that.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
And you hear a voice kind of muttering through.
Joe? Dog?
No. You just hear the muffled voice.
I knock on the door.
You hear a scraping, and then as the door swings open, you see a short female, graying hair, kind of in a permed bob, some big
My mom.
big it's not,
As a gnome.
no, big glasses, kind of. Hello, what do we got here?
Oh, so like literally the person from Majora's Mask Observatory that you see. Hi, the words are down. Hi, sorry.
I've noticed it's been very
Let me
peculiar.
rewind. My name is Fate,
No,
and
that is a very peculiar name for you to be stepping up to my doorstep at this time. We've got the wards that have fallen, the haze rolling in, and fate at my doorstep. That is perfect symmetry.
do you believe in astronomy and astrology, my friend? Are you aligning things with the stars, or what's your deal?
Well, I believe that the astrological elements have some bearing on what happens here in our realm. Would you come in? You said fate, is it?
Yeah.
I'd love to have you on. I'm currently recording a scribe of some of my musings. If you're interested, I could do like kind of a tight interview if you so
Well,
please.
I'd love to do that, but I'm wondering if you could help with the awards. What are your thoughts on the awards?
Well, that's what I would like to get into if you're so inclined.
Okay, I'm inclined. I'm inclined. I'm foreclined. Let's do it.
Okay. Just follow me. Come on in. And she brings you up to what looks like a large desk. With chairs.
Wait. Is there a big, huge telescope?
In the far end of the room, there is.
Okay, there's got.
But there is a big desk with what looks like a little piece of paper and a small little creature, like an imp-like creature that has a little pencil. And he's like, okay, let's get to the
Sorry,
cheese.
Getting
So,
distracted by that. Her webcam.
So here we have Mama Jogan reporting in with the latest. We've got an interviewee today.
Wait, where is this going? Is
Well-
this live?
Well, the scribe is in making sure everything is jotted down as we speak it. So yes.
Oh, that would be incredibly hard on the scribe's wrist if it's live.
Well, he's
Okay, it's not live.
he's used to this.
Okay,
So what is your name, Miss?
Fate.
Fate. We have Fate. Is there a last name? You know, just
I
Fate.
prefer to just leave
Just
it as
Fate.
Fate.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on the wards falling? What do you think that has to spell for Sonder?
I was wondering if there's something that can be done about it. If there's something in the stars, if there's something in sort of magical that we can do about it. I think we can do something. I don't think it's fate.
Interesting. Yes, it would to me, as I've seen on my last episode, noting that the stars were rotating a little faster than they typically do, and that would usually spell an omen for dangerous time ahead. As you can tell, I've been very critical of leadership of late, and the new forming of the Elder Council with Granny's passing seems to be very difficult. What are your thoughts on the new council?
I am neither here nor there about the council. I think leadership is up to those who can lead. We're here for those who can do. And I'm here
Interesting.
for doing things
But
like putting up the wards.
I'm pretty certain.
What
that,
do you think about the awards?
Well, I'm pretty sure that leadership kind of installed themselves, and we didn't go to a larger consensus on who should be taking. It's those who had kind of larger establishments that kind of just took over. What are you saying that they are the right to lead, or would you put in charge?
I'd put in charge whoever knows how to put the awards up. If you know how to do that, you, my friend, deserve.
I've got some theories.
What are your theories? Go for it. Tell me right now what your theories are about these words. I'd love to hear about them. Go ahead.
What?
We're live.
As they see this little imp is just going nuts trying to write all this down. Well, as you could tell, that the wards are clearly made with some type of meteorite elements. So it's probably some type of stonework from above. And if we could get more meteorites into this space, that should be useful. I think that's probably what it's going to be. It's definitely space and creatures from beyond this world.
What the words are made out of?
I think so. Yes, they don't make any sense here.
Any other theories, old man?
I'm a woman.
Sorry for misgendering you. Any other theories, old gnome?
No.
Are you a gnome?
Yes.
Do you go by gnome? Okay.
No.
Gnome nay? Are your pronouns?
Anyways,
Go on. Tell me any other theories you have. So far it's people from outer space and meteorites.
yes. And I think that this whole leaning into the gods is a distraction, if you will. That we've put too much faith in those that can do for us rather than us doing for ourselves.
Yes, I prescribe to this.
Interesting. Okay.
Go on.
Okay. And that these people that we've said are all powerful beings that we've referred to as the old gods that have abandoned us, might actually just be people, like you and me. Like I could be a god, you could be a god. There's
My
really
friend
no
Chunty could be a god.
Who's Chunty? That's a very peculiar name.
We got all sorts of them.
Okay.
Yeah. I like this. I agree with this. What do you think?
Why can't all of us be gods?
I agree. Why can't we make our own decisions when we roll a die and have that die make our own decision?
This is fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying that you prescribe to letting fate take the wheel?
No, the opposite. Just letting chance happen.
But isn't rolling the die?
Chance.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to subscribe to your newsletter if you have one.
I'm subscribing to your newsletter. I think we should do a podcast.
Should do a zine.
What's a
See?
what's a podcast?
Well, let me tell you, we will be the start of something brand new in this realm if we do a podcast, my friend. I think it's the new hip thing. So all you're saying is basically you think they're and then I'll let you go. You're getting this down there. Who's the guy doing it?
Conan.
Some Conan. Okay, Conan, you're doing this before we get canceled. You think that there is meteorites in the woods that we have to go and find. Where could we find these meteorites?
There's said to be, people call them shrines. I think it's an inside job, and that they're trying to cover up the space rocks that are landing in here. That's my own thought.
Okay. All right. I think some of that makes sense, and some of it's just, well, you know what? You do you, right? Sounds great. You have Map of the Stars, right? You've got some maps going around here.
I have been tracking, yes, the constellations, the...
Cool. Do you have any other maps, like, of the area?
I've maybe.
Okay. Well, let me tell you this. Can I have one?
I can see the die roll in front of me.
It was a 6.
Interesting. Sure. Which one would you like?
Okay, is there anything like the map that we...
So it's not the atlas that you were looking for.
Okay.
But it does have like a map of the coastline around the continent. And then a couple of
better than nothing.
Identifying marks, such as a couple of mountain ranges, some things that would be visible from an observatory from Sonder that kind of hit some like some marks. So you see
no shrines or anything.
You don't see shrines, but you can see like it can give you some benchmarks to get your bearings from.
What's your name, Joe, or his?
So this interview is part of the Gnome Rogue. Gnome
Rogue. Get lost.
Gnome
Stop before you finish that.
Gnome Jogan experience.
You just picked up on that?
We thought you knew this whole time.
Okay.
The name is Mama Jogan.
Mama Jogan. Okay. Cool. All right. I think you have some cool ideas. I'll be a bit skewed, but you're willing to interview anyone, so fuck it. You know?
Stay curious.
Yeah. Cool.
And she points to like some space in the room that you don't really understand why. Well, see yourself out, and she kind of goes.
Conan.
She goes over to make herself a tea.
Well, wait. I can just grab a map for free?
She gives you a map.
Okay. Can you give this map to me, and can I share
I will
it
make
with
it
people?
later.
Okay. All right, I go back to wherever the majority peeps. I guess the library.
You guys all on your side quest at an appropriate time reconvene at Pelos Inn.
Aleph just wanted to attune to the mirror.
Yeah.
That's the only other thing.
Sounds good. You're all back together.
Oh my god.
Anything we can do with Septa Broadchest in the short term?
Not that I know of, because it seems like she lived a long time ago.
Oh, Sean, that's hilarious.
I'm getting
I
caught
still-
up on the commentary.
I think I still like the idea of going out. I mean, there's a lot of historical knowledge, but I don't know if that gives us anything that we can currently do.
Is there a place that you want to go? One of the shrines that we've already been to?
Did we still want to try and investigate the water?
So I think I can get us close, but not right there unless it's a shrine, but I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either, but I'm opposed to giving it a try with what you can do.
Yeah. If
Hmm.
I was just gonna look around, make sure there's well, I guess it doesn't matter at this point. There's no one other than the council members who would be here, and she'll take out the mirror. And it's like, if the picture is to be believed, It's this like mirror that's got kind of ornately carved like feathers up the side, and it's got kind of a few like pieces that's been wrapped around on a piece of twine, and it's just kind of hanging very much like the book that she has. And she'll just kind of put it down, and Riviera will, I know Bobby. Riviera will recognize it as the one that we got from the place close by, the big egg. And she'll say, so with this, I can use it like once a day, I think. And it can get us to a shrine that we've been to instantly.
Only once a day?
Only once a day. So we'd still be out for 2 days, and then we'd have to just get ourselves back to the closest shrine to Sonder and then still walk.
Where was
So
this?
I can go between shrines, but I can't come back to Sonder.
Where did you get this mirror again?
Well, after we got separated from you guys, we met a few teenagers and the chemist, Brevane, and we managed to find a shrine that was close by where we left you. I think it was close by. It wasn't more than like a day's walk.
Yeah.
So we could teleport ourselves there and then just walk to the water. We'll have to stay the night, and then
You think it was only a day? I thought it was longer.
I don't know how much it was.
Yeah. We were gone for a while.
Actually, joke's on all of us. It's once per long rest, so I can get us there and not back.
But when we have the water, we have the long rest.
Oh, so I can get us back.
Yeah, that's true.
Which means it's like once per 8 hours.
Yeah.
And I just had a kook tell me half real things, half fake things. The real part, I think, is there's meteorites in these shrines that we can use to start up the wards. So I'm here for this.
We cut out most of what you said for us anyway.
God damn it!
Meteorites in the shrine.
Meteorite shrines, kook.
Meteorite shrines, kook.
There was a kook that told me that there's meteorites at the shrine. So we should go. I'm looking right at it. I don't know what to do.
Were they also rolling dice?
Nope. They're kookier.
Okay.
Huh. Well, I don't have any other ideas of what we can do to try and get these wards back online. It all makes
didn't have anything.
well. Sorry. I relay the information about Septu Broadchest. I think that this Septu Broadchest, she is the one who protects, and she, what did it say on that, in that image we have, the ward of protection, the protector of wards? She who wards all. She who wards all. So clearly she was the creator of these wards, and she held this beautiful celestial like cloak. But otherwise, all I really got was that she's responsible for creating the wards, and I don't know how to put them back up.
Do we? Okay, I this might be a long shot, but if we leave it down long enough and the Jorge's dissipates, like it's got to disperse across the world, right? Like the Jorge's, it'll just flow forever eventually.
But it hasn't in the rest of the world.
Yeah,
it's just invaded and stayed.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, we're on like an island, right? That this thing, like a big island, and like so it's not going out over the water has been my assumption. And there's a town at the edge of the water that's got a bubble on it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because we got here
presumably,
through a boat, right?
If we
Yeah.
can't put up a ward, maybe we could just find a way to blow this haze elsewhere.
Can we send everyone onto boats into the ocean so that they
I
can
mean-
get rest, or can we set up some kind of a cycle?
Oh, you found a way around Eric's whole thing. Every time we have an issue, we just go into the water.
Maybe Eric says there's just a bomb that comes down and blows up all the boats.
It's like the world.
Remember, we did get attacked by the Kraken in the harbor, like when we landed. So there are dangers on the water too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Mhm.
if we can't get the wards back up and it's too dangerous for people here, then yeah, we might have to evacuate, right?
Yeah, well, we're trying to figure out the wards, and if we do leave
Yeah.
these, if we leave these guys and we figure out the wards, yeah.
And also, we cannot forget that there is still Caleb's sister somewhere out there with bad
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, we gotta find
We
her.
haven't found her yet.
Who's to say we can't just evacuate back to the mainland? Like, what? Why don't we send some of the more vulnerable people to the mainland, and then that way we have less people to care for?
I don't think they. Do you think they'd want to move?
They
Right?
might
Like,
not want to.
I mean, we can offer it as an option and see.
This is where the campaign's set.
I'm problem
say?
solving. I don't know.
This is where the campaign said.
Eric has to come up with a whole new
No,
town.
we just assume that they're fine. We can.
Well, I have that.
This is turning into the 4th season of Attack on Titan so quickly.
yeah.
Spoilers.
If you
I
ever-
have the
4th season, part 2, final season.
final.
Phase B.
I have the dimension door. Sorry, no, the other thing that I basically creates a ward for a day. But it has to be a long rest, right? And we're not doing long rests.
Well,
Well,
we
we
got
just-
one last night.
yeah, we just
sorry,
finished-
Elpiece.
No, that's okay.
We got one last night, and if we make it to the place with the unicorn and the water, then the water can give us another long rest.
Mhm.
But what it would mean is that if we go and you have to recast this, then we have to be back by a certain time
Yeah.
with the water, right? Which we can do. We just need a long rest. That's okay.
Oh, so does it require you to like be there and see it, like while you're, or can you leave that space?
Yeah, I'm looking it up. What is it called? Do you remember? Remember you guys? Because I was trying to do it within the fight, and it took like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 minutes to cast.
So that didn't word the Jorge's, right? Just the monster type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like better than nothing for sure in terms of protecting the town, but doesn't solve our problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, did you look up anything else on the cloak?
I've been
Eric-
looking.
Eric said I couldn't find anything else on the cloak.
Got a pretty hefty description of the cloak itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if like the cloak was how she was able to ward. Like if we could find
Maybe.
the cloak.
Yeah.
Well,
If
it
I've
would
got
probably be at her shrine, right?
Eric, can I locate the cloak with just a visual of it?
My cloak?
What's
no,
the
this
spell
one.
say?
But yes, I agree, Andrea. If we figure out who the shrine, which shrine would be hers, we can go and look there. That's actually maybe a better idea.
Because Danico, right? He knew where.
It's a good point. But we
Well,
don't
she
have a
might
map
know.
that he can see anymore.
We don't, but he did give us. I mean, I think we asked. He did give us. Didn't he tell us kind of what quadrant or whatever that other one was?
I'll go back over to the library. It's close. It's like I run over it. It's like one more thing.
One more thing.
So what do you do?
So- Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. So that's your call. That's DM's ruling.
Do you know what it's called?
It's
It says describe or name it, and I've got a description of it.
Okay.
You sense the direction to the object's location if that object is within 1,000 feet of you. However, with my special pendant necklace, that breaks the 1,000-foot rule. If it's in motion, I know the direction of its movement.
Face.
The spell can locate a specific object known to you if you've seen it up closer than 30 feet at least once, or the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. So that's up to you. And obviously there's problems like if there's like lead blocks or something.
Okay. You focus in. you get a ping far off. You can't quite
Okay.
determine. It's way over 1,000 feet from you, coming from the northwest, and you seem to like, okay, it's that way, as you kind of point out to the rest of the group. And then as you're holding it and like keeping it on the direction that you're sensing, the rest of the group sees your hand slowly moving.
Oh.
Oh, your compass.
Which direction?
To the east.
Hmm.
This is for the cloak.
Okay. So this thing's in motion. I don't know if that helps or not, but that's good to know at least.
You can ping it and you can sense the location. It is kilometers away from you.
Hey, pardon, kilometers, pardon?
Like several kilometers.
She didn't hear the last part.
It's many kilometers away from you.
Okay.
And it's in motion, so like someone's wearing it. Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
We
If
can't use
there's-
that right now, but
why not?
well,
Like,
because
what-
it doesn't help us go. We don't even know if it's going to help actually do the wards. But I was curious to see if it was near,
Yeah, I mean, like
water.
it's a lead.
or maybe.
I would go that way.
Is it in the direction of the water?
It is the opposite direction of the water. It is,
Excellent.
the
it's
water was
pointing
more-
towards the most inland that you've been or would know.
And I don't think there's any shrines. We've only visited like,
Yeah.
well, we have only visited like 3, and they've all been north.
No.
Yeah, Petrichor, Valencourt.
This is to the northwest.
The egg.
The egg, yeah, the flocks. That's 3.
Bring up the map.
So
Was
I
it
can
just
only
3?
take us there for now.
We don't have the map anymore.
No, we have a map that we
It
visited.
was just 3. I thought
We
there was
have a
more.
map. What did my map? What's my map say? That's northwest.
Northwest, there's a lot of stuff northwest. In fact, the whole of the continent is northwest.
Oh, that's not helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what about this? It's 2 days, basically, well, 1 long rest to go out, get the water, bring it back. We just bring back as much as we possibly can for the town. And the town can run itself as long as, the water is circulated enough for people to get a rest who need it.
Mhm.
And then we can follow your tracking. It would just be, 2 days from now to follow it.
Yep, I'm on board with that. The
Mhm.
water is a definite
We're gonna have to.
short-term solution, so I think we should definitely get that. Like, it's a known solution.
We're gonna have to
No.
bring some.
Just to clarify, was the water near the shrine?
We would teleport to the shrine, and then the water, I think, was a short walk away because we did not get far from the water before we met the teenagers and they brought us to the shrine.
Okay.
And it's a shrine, so if there's meteorite,
It
I don't remember
works
seeing that,
for
but it might
everyone.
be there.
Yeah.
So
All right,
as
I'm
long
down for
as
that.
I'm not misremembering.
Okay.
And then the closest I think I can get us back would be another shrine we visited. So probably, I don't know, what was the first one we went to?
Mhm.
Valencourt? That one's the closest, I think.
Yeah.
And that's like 6-hour walk away. So
Mhm.
we'll just have to bring like a big bag with
Yeah.
a lot of vials.
We need to bring either a lot of vials or some type of a jug, or like one of those bags that people would use to like a what's it called, a water skin.
We actually do have water skins typically.
We have water skins.
Okay. I can say if you guys are going around collecting a whole bunch of supplies to contain water and liquids in, I think that's easy enough. You're gonna get, as you go around town asking for them, people are more than willing to help you out. You get some fanciful looks from members of the community. It's like, oh, the protectors are asking for me. You kind of get like, there's a little bit of notoriety there as your known commodities in town, and people are bending over backwards to help you. One person in particular that does give you a gift is perfect. I have a container. It is something that was recovered for me many years ago, and have not wanted to part with it, but maybe this can be useful on a loaner basis to put all your containers in. And she hands you a small little satchel,
Hey.
and you can put all of these jugs into this little pouch.
Nice.
Amazing.
How is that?
That would be perfect. Perfect.
And fate, right?
Yeah.
As you look at this Henry Cavill looking tiefling
Ooh.
Henry Cavill looking tiefling is a really weird sentence.
with a mustache.
Wait, is it edited out?
Yeah.
No, it's the Rogue Nation or Mission Impossible version.
Okay. That's ugly.
Wow. Well, we just lost a viewer.
Sorry, Henry
Henry
Cavill.
Cavill, please come back.
Henry! Henry!
I feel something dark over you.
I haven't showered in a little bit.
Well, that
Over
too.
me, as in like my aura?
No, it's like something is bound to your soul. Something that is holding you back. You look. I don't say this about pretty ladies, but you look tired.
I love being told I look tired, personally.
It's everyone's favorite
It's
thing.
everyone's favorite thing.
So much.
Could I help you with that? I'm not going to tell you what Perfect's game is at.
I mean,
He's got the Riz.
he does got the Riz. Does this include taking off my coat? Can I keep my coat
You
on?
can keep your coat on.
Okay.
Unless you want to take your coat
Nope.
off.
I like it.
Okay. This is going to expend a little bit of my own energy.
Okay.
So I would like something in kind. How about this? How about
I have a jar of displacer tooth. Do you want a jar of displacer?
Do you want some junk? I have some trash.
Funny enough, like this is the person that asked us to collect these parts.
That's,
Oh, is it?
I don't know if Lee remembers that, but that
I
was-
have it in front of me.
I thought Perfect wanted tapestries, not monster parts. Didn't they want pretty things?
I thought it was both.
I'll take the tooth.
Okay.
Could I get a signature from one of them? A little autograph of one of the protectors of Sondor.
In addition to the tooth?
That'd be lovely.
Did you see the tooth?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty damn good.
An autograph is nothing.
I've listened to enough D&D podcasts to know. And it's just a written autograph, not one in blood.
Hey, Mama
not
Mama
one-
Jogan's podcast is pure fantasy. You don't need to worry about that.
All
Sure.
true.
You wanna? And he like puts out his arm and hands you a pen. Just on my arm is fine.
You want my autograph.
As a protector of Sonder, I'm hoping to collect them all.
Fucking hell. All right. No one's around me, right? Okay, I rolled a 6. Sure. And I just I put FC.
As you see the ink kind of settle in, and he touches your shoulder, and you feel
The cloak. You touch the cloak.
your shoulder. It just touches you. You feel a warmth run through you as you feel a weight come off you. As whatever curse
Oh yeah,
Was
I was
on you.
cursed.
That's nice.
is removed.
Thank you for knowing something I forgot. Excellent. I get rid of that now. There's a thingy here that I can. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. That's super helpful. And all I had to do was sign my life away on your arm.
Consider it a fair trade.
Okay, but there better not be any clones of me walking around later on.
I can assure you that's not in the cards.
I don't know. Mama Jogan told me a lot of shit, man.
Mama Jogan is for entertainment purposes
There was
only.
clones. There's government shit. I'm telling you. I don't know. I'm starting to think.
Mama Jogan is the biggest conspiracy theorist in town. If you want a good time, she's great at the pubs.
All right.
What's the rest of everybody else doing? How's everybody else doing?
Watching this exchange happen?
Dumbfounded.
Have we been there?
No.
I don't think we've been there.
No, we weren't there because Lachelle specifically asked if anyone is around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were gathering.
I
balls.
haven't rolled the dice the entire episode, Cameron.
You rolled
I-
one
But it was
in
the
front of
first-
Jogan.
Yeah.
That's true. Never mind. Never mind.
I actually think that the group of us are just standing like near the gate of the city, and we're like, what's taking so long?
We're all waiting for it.
Watching our clock.
Yeah,
Oh wait, I actually have a watch. I think the kid gave me a watch, right? I can literally check the time.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
have a
think
watch.
that's what we're doing.
Ooh, that's
Even,
fun.
like 5 minutes ago. This is so weird.
You know what? I'll let you guys, if you want to say anything, is you see Fate kind of hop back to the group as you are all at the edge of town.
And then she just reads the WhatsApp group and reads that there is a god called the Devil Goddess of Contracts, and went, I might have done something bad.
It's fine, I'm sure.
It's fine.
It's always it's okay.
We'll see.
So I told Marianne and the Drake guard to just like what our plan is and to keep an eye out and stuff like that. So we're good to go whenever you're ready. We're gonna go to the shrine of the flock, and it's just like a big egg.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Do we hold hands? What do we do?
Actually, that's a really good question. I think I'm just gonna close my eyes and just I think I have to draw something, and then I think it activates, and then I think we walk onto it, and then I think we're teleported there.
How are you gonna draw with a mirror?
Well, I'm gonna like fog up the mirror, like,
Oh, I love that.
and then I'm just gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna try to use the mirror and just think of the flock's shrine and like the nest and all the mirrors that were there and where it is and how far away it was from, and try and get as many details as possible. And like if my hand draws something on the mirror, or I'm not sure how it works exactly, but I'm gonna just try and activate it.
I like that. You can see her work through the incantation generates a portal for the group of you to walk through.
Cool.
Mhm.
That is so neat.
That's awesome.
As you do, you can see that the edges of the portal as they open up, it's almost like feathers are being conjured at the extremes of it that are just getting picked up by the wind as they wash away. As you can step through this to your destination, and you are able to travel to the flock's shrine.
Yay.
Oh.
Mm.
As you step in, is there anything else anybody wants to say before I conclude the session?
You're all quiet again. You got quiet.
Yeah, we didn't catch
So
that
as you
last
guys
time.
all step through, is there anything else that anybody wants to say before I conclude the session?
Aleph is just gonna go as soon as we step through. There's lots of shiny things. Nobody take anything, please. Actually, you should leave something instead. Don't take the shiny stuff. I know it's tempting. Don't take it.
What do you mean we should leave stuff?
I think you should leave stuff.
Here.
At the shrine. We're at the shrine now. Don't take anything. Leave something shiny.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, I'll throw
Like,
down I'll throw
Sacrifice.
down 50 silver pieces.
I can't think of anything shiny that Elpise would have brought with her, but I'll also lay down 50 silver pieces.
You don't have that kind of money.
Yes, I do.
At the shrine, you're saying? Leave something at the shrine?
Yeah, don't take anything, leave something.
Oh. It's a take a penny, leave a penny shrine, except no take a penny.
Well,
No,
we're trying to
I-
take if we're gonna find meteorites, we're definitely gonna try to leave something.
I'll leave a dagger.
Oh, good idea.
I don't think I need it.
Yeah, I'll leave one of my daggers.
As you are all leaving gear,
How do I get rid of this?
you take a look at this interesting kind of chamber you're in. Actually, it would actually teleport you to the outside of the shrine, so you're out on the outside of the egg.
Okay.
But you're able to
I thought-
climb up and drop stuff into it as a tribute. And then I will leave the session on fate. You hear a voice. Well, you've made things a little bit more interesting. I don't think the protection of them is going to help you as I rip out your heart.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm creating a new character
And then
named Destiny.
end of the session.